So thought I'd kind of explain the whole seeding system. It's quite a long unit that we have here, and we usually seed from probably beginning of May until the beginning of June. Today's the 24th of May in 2019. Just pointing out a few things. So this right here, that's our anhydrous tank. So that's where we get our nitrogen. I'll show you where that goes. Over here, this is our tank that has, we have seed place fertilizer in here, as well as seed. Right now I'm seeding malting barley for beer. And we have a whole bunch of different gauges that we calibrate to make sure we're getting the right amount of seed and fertilizer. That's based on a soil scientist's recommendation that we pay for. So what happens is the cart over here is pressurized with air. There's a big fan. Actually, I'll show you the fan. There's a fan on the back that pressurizes everything right here. And that then seeds out the fertilizer through these tubes and the seed, and it goes all the way through these big hoses and all these little hoses, and eventually gets into the furrows. So this is what we call a precision seeding system, or a precision drill. And we have different settings that we can set each individual opener to the depth that we want. So if you look right here, you can see there's barley seed right here. It's we have a special treatment that we put on to make sure that it doesn't get any soil or seed-borne diseases. And what you do is, if you pull back, the darker dirt, that means there's moisture there, and you can see there's moisture pretty much just a little bit below the surface. It's kind of, you can see it's dusty right here, but you don't have to dig very far, and then you can see the moist dirt, and that's exactly where we want to put the seed. So the seed we like to put in moisture. Barley is roughly about give or take an inch, 1.2 to 1.3 inches is what we're aiming for. And then you can see that's my big old tractor that pulls it all. And inside the tractor we have numerous different controls, and I'll just give you a look and see what the controls look like inside. It's kind of loud out here, but it's already beeping at me inside. I'll turn the radio off. But you can see I have numerous different things from my hydraulic controls. So these things, I have different controls to run the pressure of the tank, how fast the tank fan is spinning to give me the pressure I need to get the seeds out. This right here is the monitor to set the pressure on those independent packers. Like I said before, each individual row has its own packer, and it's set to an individual depth. Right here is my this is a blockage monitor, so it tells me if any of my little tubes are plugged up with seed or something else, gook. This is kind of the main system that runs my auto steer. As I mentioned before, the anhydrous actually goes through discs on the front, which I'll just show you in a bit. This is my monitor to show how much I'm seeding, and this will actually automatically turn on and turn off. If I'm overlapping for any reason, it automatically shuts off, and I can set how many pounds of nitrogen I want as per the soil scientist's recommendation. I just want to show you briefly how that works in terms of the anhydrous. It goes into these little discs, so they're fine discs right here, and there's hoses on the back right here where the anhydrous shoots down into the ground. So we try not to lose any nitrogen to the environment, try to be as environmentally conscious as possible to make sure that we use as much nitrogen as possible. Okay, and that's kind of a quick overview of how a seeder works.